If you're new here, my name is Boyi. Please do consider joining the fold by clicking the subscribe button. And to my returning subbies, welcome back. I'm missing it, you guys, so much. Guys, it is a new year. Happy new year to all of you. Guys, we have made it to this year. Okay, not a lot of people were able to cross over and be here, so I am so grateful that God made it possible for me to cross over and be here. And I hope that all of you guys that watch me, have supported me, have made it safely in the year of 2025. Okay, this year is gonna be so great. God has given us the opportunity to redo things. What we didn't finish in 2024, this year is gonna be the year that we get to finish. What we didn't get this year is the year that we will get everything that we wanted to get in the previous year. Okay, but anyways, happy new year, guys, and let's just get to this video. I am here to share with you all the Middle Eastern perfumes that I bought in 2024. Now, none of these were released in 2024. It's just perfumes that I bought in 2024. Okay, so I have 21 bottles here with me. I know it's a lot. I have a problem. I know, okay, but I had 21 bottles here in front of me. Now, I don't want to make this intro too long. Let's just get to it. Anyways, before I start, I want to say I have my window open and the window is behind the camera, so you might get a little bit of like wind noise and all of that. Please guys, excuse that. It's just that it is hot. There was no way I can shoot this video with the windows closed. Okay, anyways, let's get to it. First is Sweet, a candle from Motala. This, I believe, is going for Scandal's La Parfum. Guys, I've had the original Scandal on my wish list for a long time, but once I smelled this, if La Parfum smells like this, it has kicked the original Scandal from my wish list. Okay, now we have La Parfum on my wish list. This smells really beautiful. Okay, it opens up with a lot of like jasmine with something a bit minty or mentholly in the background, something that kind of like smells like a mix between licorice and tonka bean, but it quickly kind of like dies down, and then you get a lot of like caramel. The caramel, like the sweetness in the caramel, has a bit of a saltiness. It's like almost like you're eating caramel coated popcorn without the popcorn note, or like maybe even the Cadbury candies without the chocolate filling. I do also get a lot of vanilla, okay, especially on the dry down, especially also on my skin. So yeah, this is very beautiful. It's very sexy, very lush. It gives me like this dark feminine femme fatale, a thing that I get also from Alien. Now, a lot of people say that this perfume is very similar to Dior Hypnotic Poison Eau de Parfum. In my opinion, I would say maybe that vanilla, the jasmine, and that licorice tonka thing I get in the opening, maybe that does like kind of like make it smell like Dior, but I wouldn't say it's very close. I would probably say maybe like, I don't know, maybe 50% close. But yeah, this overall very beautiful. Definitely one of the best purchases I made in 2024. Hair Poison by Motala. Also, this one was going for Hypnotic Poison Oud Parfum. Okay, to me guys, this is just licorice. Okay, a lot of licorice, very dark, very powdery. Now this one does have an undertone of like freshly cut grass, but it doesn't stay that long. It does disappear the closer it gets to the dry down, and then you'll have like this nutty almond smell kicking in. On the dry down, it's very embery, slightly spicy, slightly sweet. It does have like this minty menthol thing that it kind of like maintains on the dry down, but it's at the far back. I believe that's probably the licorice and the tonka that kind of like gives it this menthol smell. Okay, but yeah, this is like an embery, slightly spicy scent. It's very warm, very comforting. I feel like that powdery musky thing that it has is what makes this comforting. Okay, it also to me has like this dark feminine thing, like very much sexy, but also you can wear it at like night when you're just chilling at home. But yeah, I really do enjoy this one. It's also one of the best purchases that I made in 2024. Yara. Now I feel like this one I don't need to say a lot about, but I'm just gonna tell you guys, this is a beautiful scent in my opinion, and it was all worth the hype that it got. Guys, this to me is a sweet, creamy, delicious scent. Just a like picture that you have a plate in front of you of waffles, whipped cream, and then like a strawberry syrup that has chunks of strawberries, and then you put like powdered sugar to just kind of like finish everything off. That is what I get, but in lotion, like in lotion form, if that even makes sense. Okay, it's still delicious, it still has like a gourmand thing going on, but not too gourmand. Guys, this beautiful scent, this to me is what like a girly's girl will smell like. Okay, very pink. If also pink had a smell, this would be it. Very pink, very feminine, very girly. It's beautiful, guys. On the dry down, then it becomes powdery and musky. Something about this perfume is very comforting to me. I do enjoy wearing it at night. It also reminds me of a lotion that my mom used to use when I was growing up. It smells a little bit like the clear lotion, the pink one, the one in the pink container. But yeah, this beautiful. Also for me, or this bottle that I got, it performs really good. Okay, this one I would buy 100 of them. All right, Opera Noir from Maison Alhambra. This one, guys, smells really close to YSL's Black Opium. Okay, it is a good contender to that one. Not a 1-to-1 dupe, but it's very close, like maybe 90% close. Now this one opens up with a pear note that's very predominant, with a sweet peppery note, quickly followed by like an indolic jasmine, very lush, very soft, that gives it like this feminine touch. And then on the dry down, I do get a little bit of the coffee note picking through, also with that vanilla. But the coffee note for me here is not as strong. It's not like your wake me up espresso type of coffee. It's more like vanilla iced coffee. Also on the dry down, you do get those woody notes picking in, slightly earthy but more woody, also a little bit powdery. The woody notes here for me, they come off more dry, almost like pencil shavings, you know. So just picture pencil shavings, put in a little bit of vanilla, and you cover all that up with like jasmine petals. That's kind of like what I get with this one on the dry down. I definitely do enjoy it, and it definitely satisfies that YSL black opium thing. Whenever I want to smell like YSL black opium but I don't want to spray my bottle, this one I definitely go for it. Okay, it's a really beautiful scent, and I definitely think it's worth checking out. Ansaam Gold by Lattafa from that Pride collection. I have the 20 ml, and I'm so glad that I got the 20 ml instead of the big bottle, because this one is a no. I do not like this perfume at all. Okay, this one, the first time I smelled it, I did not like it. It was giving me like cleaning detergent vibes, same vibes that I get whenever I smell Libre. Okay, so Libre has lavender, and I thought this one also had lavender, but there's no lavender here, but I'm still getting that cleaning detergent vibe. Now that I've had it for a couple of months, I will say the scent has improved a little bit. Okay, I do get like a sparkly pear on that opening. It does add a bit of like freshness to the scent, a lot of like jelly sweets. Okay, so it is a sweet scent, and I do get some florals picking in, cushioning in everything, and adding like a little bit of softness, a little bit of like powderiness to the perfume. But the thing is, guys, as it goes to the dry down, we're back to cleaning detergent. Now it's a little bit soapy, almost like there's orange blossom here. No orange blossom listed, but there's orange blossom to my nose. Also, it's not my favorite type of orange blossom. Okay, overall, guys, I do not like this at all. Okay, it just reminds me of a cleaning detergent. But the other time I had it on my skin, and I was just testing it, just hoping that it was gonna be like, it's just gonna improve. And then it just reminded me of Cobra's Floor Wax Polish, the lavender one. Ever since that image clicked on my brain, I cannot unsee it. That's all now I smell with this perfume. That's it. I don't like it. It is a fail. I'm so happy I got this small bottle. Also, when I do wear this, I don't wear it by itself. I do layer it because I can't stand the smell of it by itself. Okay, I do wish it just stayed on that top opening and didn't go on the dry down. Okay, but yeah, Ansaam Gold fail Delilah from Maison Alhambra. Okay, this is a rose fruity scent. Opens up with like a lot of fresh juicy fruits with like a tart tangy note. That tart tangy note does stay throughout this entire perfume, so if you don't like rhubarb, stay away from this perfume. This perfume also has lychee in the opening. That lychee note does give it like a tropical vibe, like almost like you just somewhere, it's very hot, there's the ocean, and you're sipping on like a cold light sweet drink. This is what you kind of like can picture this image being like, this perfume being made for. On the dry down, you do get a lot of like powderiness that kicks in. Also, another thing with this perfume, even though it has a jammy, sticky, sweet rose, there is a little bit of like refreshness that you also get from this perfume. I'm gonna say it's probably from those fruits and also the peony and the lily of the valley, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, this overall is a beautiful scent. I do enjoy it. Now I will say, if you don't like the denseness or the sweetness of this one, maybe try out True Amour, because they do share a bit of similarity. It's just that the difference is like, maybe I would say the potency of like the perfumes. But yeah, this one I do enjoy and I'm really happy that I bought. Ramz Gold from Lattafa. Now guys, this might be this might be in my top 5 of best purchases of 2024. Okay, that's how much I love this perfume. Opens up with a burst of sweet fruits. Okay, now these fruits do have a little bit of a tanginess, but it's not too much, or it's not in the like in the front. Okay, it's just there at the back, just lurking. The opening, guys, is very fizzy, bubbly. I really do enjoy the opening of this perfume, and I love the fact that it gets maintained throughout. Then you hit the mids and you have your florals kicking in, softening up like the sweetness from the fruits. I pick up more on the rose and the jasmine. That rose adds like this airiness, maintaining that airy vibe you get in this perfume. Orange blossom does give this perfume a little bit of a soapy vibe, introducing like this clean vibe in the scent. On the dry down, it gets like a lot of patchouli. Patchouli is very strong on the dry down. It's more on the earthy side than woody, even though there is a little bit of wood, like woodiness that does ground everything else in this perfume. This is very, very beautiful. Okay, I feel like this is a perfect unisex scent. I do see a man wearing this. If you're a guy who's not like ashamed of wearing fruity scents that are slightly like sweet, this one right here is very, very beautiful, very clean, very fresh because of that orange blossom. The patchouli and the orange blossom is probably what takes this from being a strictly feminine scent to being unisex. Okay, but yeah, this one I really enjoy. Give me 10 of these. Okay, Maya from Lattafa. Guys, this one I will be getting a big bottle of. Okay, it is that good. Now this one is your sweet fruity floral scent. It opens up with a strong lychee raspberry note within like something green in the background. It gives me like fresh fruity tropical vibes. Okay, now on the mids you get your rose picking in very strong. The rose is very airy, very light, adds like a freshness to this perfume. Now there is also vanilla here, and you would think vanilla, rose, jammy rose, not at all. Okay, I feel like the vanilla in here is just there to add density to the rose so that the rose maybe lasts longer, and not there to make it like a jammy rose. Okay, on the dry down it gets powdery. You still get that airiness, that refreshing feeling, that tropical vibeness. It is a sweet fruit scent. Okay, it's still maintaining that on the dry down. So if you don't like sweet fruity scents, stay away from this one. It is not for you, but I definitely do love this one. As I said, I'm gonna get a big bottle, so definitely give me 10 of these. Okay, the next 4 that I'm gonna talk about, I have reviewed them on my channel, so definitely make sure that you go watch the dedicated review. I will leave it up here on the cards and also down in the description box for you guys. Bibliotic from Milestone. Now this is your plum predominant scent. The plum here is very tart or tangy. It will get sweet over time, and then you just get hit by like a very strong leather note, a bit like woody and earthy on the dry down. It does have this like old library leather book vibe. Just imagine you're in the library at night, so you're in your table, you have a lot of like leather books, like old books, you have a candle that's being lit, you have this smell from like that waxy smell from the candle, and you're eating on a lot of plants. That's kind of like the mental image I want you guys to have when you smell this. Okay, it's quite unique. Not everyone is gonna enjoy this one. I do think it's a unisex scent, because I always get questions from men asking me if do I picture a man wearing this. I definitely do picture a man wearing this, but you have to be a specific type of man. Okay, like if you're a guy that doesn't take things like serious, I definitely do like imagine someone like that wearing this scent. But yeah, it's a unique one, very different. Okay, like it's not an easy one to pull off. Also, this is not blend by safe. Prime from Milestone. Okay, this one, guys, I have a backup bottle of, because I love it that much. I don't ever want to run out of this perfume. It is delicious. I love it. Quite unique also, like it's very different. Not everyone will love this perfume, just of niche quality, and I'm coming to understand that niche means not everyone is gonna love this. Okay, it's for certain people. Okay, it opens up with a crisp apple with some slightly sweet spices. Okay, a lot of spices. Okay, now the spices do kind of like mellow down as that rose kicks in. I remember the first time I smelled this perfume, I didn't pick up on the rose, but now the rose has definitely like kind of like picked out more. It adds a bit of airiness, softens those spices, and then on the dry down, guys, it gets a lot more earthy, woody, musky. You have like that patchouli note, very, very strong. Patchouli in this one comes off more dusty and a little bit maybe dirty. But yeah, if you don't enjoy patchouli, maybe this one might not be for you, or just test it out before you buy it. Also on my skin, this one does turn a little bit animalic around maybe the 1 hour mark of me spraying it. But guys, this, I really love this perfume. It is not blend by safe, but if you do test it out and you enjoy it, you will not regret it. Okay, because it gets better over time. Nasheet from Lattafa. Now guys, this to me is a ginger that is creamy with some slight warm spices. I don't even know if that makes sense. Like a creamy ginger, that is what I get with this perfume. Now the creaminess is not really, it's not like tonic creaminess, it's more like sandalwood with vanilla creaminess. Very soft, very lush, velvety, very warm also. Like guys, this is a beautiful perfume. My only problem with this perfume is its performance. I really wish that it did good in the performance like area. I know that there is a, I think, a Fragrance World dupe of Nishane. I think it's Nishane, and theirs is way stronger than this one. It performs really amazing. I believe it's Spectra Ghost. I am looking at getting that one, okay, because this is really beautiful, but performance, no. Okay, sacrifice for her from Ajmal. Guys, as you guys can see from the dent, I really like this one. Maybe I should do a dance video, okay? But anyways, this one, if you're looking for a fresher version of Alien, this is the one. Okay, the jasmine here is very fresh. It's still like your indolic jasmine, but it's not as dense, it's not as dark. Alien has this femme fatale thing, like this vampy gothic vibe, very dark. As I said, here everything is made like really light. Even the sweetness, the vanilla here, I'm not getting as strong as the vanilla in, or the like vanilla amberiness in Alien. This one is very fresh. If you just want an easy way, like Alien scent, everyday type of way, this is the one. Definitely do give this one a try. I feel like this one is probably closer to Alien. That is, if I look at all the other like dupes I've smelled of Alien, this one is definitely closer, minus the potency or the intensity. Okay, but yeah, I really do love this one, guys. Still gives me like that sexy vibe that I get from Alien, but more lighter, more kind of like welcoming, you know. Qaeed from Lattafa. Now this to me is what I imagine your typical Middle Eastern scent smelling like. Okay, it opens up with a ton of warm spices. I do get a little bit of an aromatic undertone because of the bergamot and that cardamom. To some people it might come off as being maybe menthanol or minty, or even maybe a slightly medicinal, but yeah, to me it's like an aromatic undertone. And then as it dries, you get those spices doing a switch up. I get more of saffron. The cinnamon is still there, but now it's at the background. Also, another thing, I get like this sweet peppery floral thing in the mains of this perfume. Maybe it's what to me it's making me feel like some women will also enjoy this scent because of this peppery floral thing. There is a little bit of like a suede, maybe leathery thing, but it's very soft. Okay, it's very accommodating, because for me leather sometimes comes off as like tobacco, and it's just disgusting. So I'm really happy that the leather here is more on the softer side, more like suede. And then on the dry down, this one does get woody. The oud here to me is more like beginner friendly woody. It's not coming out more like strictly oud, it's more woody than oud, if that makes sense. And then you do get those warm spices still there. Okay, and then it gets like ambery sweet because of the amber and the vanilla. This is a really nice scent, guys. I really enjoy this perfume, guys. Like, look at this dent. Even though it's a 30ml, I am planning on getting the bigger bottle because I do enjoy it, especially during winter. Okay, Sheikh Shuyuk from Lattafa. Now this one is your warm spicy oriental scent with a touch of gourmand. Okay, opens up with a like rose, cinnamon and saffron. That saffron in the opening may come off a bit medicinal or even synthetic, and as it dries down, guys, it gets way sweet, okay, and very woody. Now there's caramel here, there's vanilla, there's amber, so it definitely gets sticky sweet. Okay, the longer you like it gets closer to the dry down, it's still maintaining that spiciness, especially like saffron is really predominant in this perfume. Now for me personally, on the dry down, I don't really get oud. Some people might get oud, but for me it's more like woody notes, like a lot of woody notes, and it's very like warm, as I said, like the warm spices, and you have like this like ambery sweetness. This is a really beautiful scent. I really do enjoy it. If you're a person who enjoys like ambery, warm, sweet spices with a lot of wood and a touch of like rose peeking through, this is definitely gonna be a scent that you will enjoy. But yeah, I really like this one, and I'm happy that it is in my collection. Oud Mood by Lattafa. Okay, so this one does share some similarities to Sheikh Shuyuk with some slight differences. It's still like your woody, spicy oriental scent. It opens up with like rose and saffron. The saffron to me is coming off very medicinal in this one, like very synthetic. I really don't like the saffron here, but the thing is the saffron is really strong, it's very predominant in this one because you can still smell it in the dry down, whereas in Sheikh Shuyuk it's like in the background, it's there peaking but not as predominant. This one is also like sweet because there is caramel here, but it's not sticky sweet as the other one. Now the thing I don't like about this one is the dry down. On the dry down I get oud, okay, and the oud to my skin is coming off very animalic or banyadi, and then I do get like this incense note which gives this perfume like a wood burning smell. If you've ever smelled Amir Al Oud, it's like you took Amir Al Oud and then you sprayed like Sheikh Shuyuk, and then you took like a Baccarat Rouge dupe that had like a predominant animalic scent, and you put a little bit of that. That's kind of like what I get with this perfume. I prefer Sheikh Shuyuk over this one, and I'm quite glad that I got the small bottle of this one, only because of that animalic note on the dry down. Dark OPM from Motala. Now if you go on their website, they're gonna list the notes of YSL's black opium, the eau de parfum one, and they saying this smells like that, and I'm gonna tell you right now, it doesn't smell like that at all. Okay, now I'm not sure about the other YSL flankers, maybe it's the other ones, but that particular one, this does not smell like that at all. To me, I get like a fruity white floral scent with some slight soft woods on the dry down. It opens up very juicy, like maybe they've used like mandarin orange, because there's also a citrus accord there, maybe mandarin orange, tangerine, maybe pineapple also. It's very juicy, as I said, and then you get a lot of jasmine. The jasmine is very thick, very indolic, very dense. There's also vanilla here. On the dry down, there's like this lush velvetiness. I'm gonna say there's maybe sandalwood or even cashmerean in here. So that sandalwood, the vanilla, gives this a slight creaminess on the dry down. Guys, this I love. This one right here is definitely for life. It's on my list of perfumes to get backups of, because that's how much I love it. Very feminine, very sexy. If you like fruity, sweet, sexy scents, this is definitely it. It's not giving me the same sexiness that I get from YSL, like that mature sexiness. This one is more like on the flirty side, very young, you know. I definitely, guys, this beautiful. Oh my gosh, I had to spray it and let it dry because I had to decode this. They were definitely lying on their website, okay? But yeah, this one is a love, a strong love. Brown Orchid Rose Edition from Fragrance World. Okay, now guys, this one, getting the notes on the internet is quite difficult because the notes change with each website. Okay, so I'm just gonna go with what I can smell. This to me opens up with like a cat piss note. I'm gonna say that's the blackcurrant. Sometimes blackcurrant can be tangy, but in this particular perfume is coming off very cat pissy. But don't worry guys, it does disappear, it doesn't stay that long. And then I get like a sweet pear note. The pear note here to me reminds me of those brown pears, you know. It's very, very sweet, very delicious. And then you get like a bunch of like soft, like florals, like white florals. If I had to guess on the florals used here, I would say jasmine and ylang ylang. Ylang ylang for me has a certain like smell. I can't really explain it. Sometimes it comes off as like a banana note, sometimes it comes off maybe like waxy or rubbery, almost like mushroom smell. But yeah, it's just all my perfumes that have ylang ylang, they just have this certain smell, and I can pick it up on here also. And then on the dry down, you get this woody creaminess. There is a little bit of vanilla, but I would say maybe it's more maybe like sandalwood with a touch of vanilla on the dry down, and also it is a bit powdery also. I really wish I could see the nose from Fragrance World, but yeah, this one, just everything I've said, just take it with a pinch of salt, okay? Because I'm just talking about what I can pick up on, okay? But yeah, I really do enjoy this perfume, and I am thinking of getting a bigger bottle, but right now I'm not really sure because I've only had it for like 2 months. So I just want to leave it a bit longer so that I can also kind of like see what the performance of it is. But overall, the DNA, I really like it. It does give me something that's kind of like in the same vibe as this one. But yeah, that is Brown Orchid. This one I really do enjoy. The next 3 perfumes I'm going to talk about, I've only had them since like November, so maybe like 2 months. I am letting them mature so that I can do a dedicated video on these. But anyways, I'm still going to tell you guys what I can smell at this point. I have done a first impression of them also, so make sure that you do watch that first impression to see or kind of like gauge how they will smell right out of the box. Sunrise from Milestone. Now this one, guys, I did not like the first time I smelled it. It was giving me very much impepo, like traditional herbal store vibes, and it was too strong. But now that I've had it for like maybe like 2 months, I feel like even though I'm still getting all of that, now there is some of the notes kind of like picking through, okay? So right now in the opening of this one, I still get a lot of oak moss and vetiver, which give it like this herbal like herbal undertone, a little bit of greenness, but now I have a little bit of sweetness picking in, a little bit of airiness. I do pick up on the pink pepper, which gives it like this sweet peppery vibe. The rose here, very airy, very soft. It does like soften up those spices. The top notes that I got in the opening, I do feel like that rose is softening everything up. I feel like the rose is kind of like the saving grace for this perfume in my opinion. Okay, very airy, very light, softens everything up. Okay, and then on the dry down, I get a lot of woods, a lot of earthiness, musky. I get like still that sweet, warm, peppery smell. But yeah, the dry down, I feel like it's just too much in my opinion. And also that opening, I don't know, I'm not really like, it's not really my favorite right now. It's also not a like, I'm just like in a between when it comes to this perfume. So I'm still gonna give it a couple of months to mature, and maybe I'll check it again maybe after another 3 months, and maybe that's when I'll do like a review on this particular perfume. Portrayal for Women from Milestone. This one is another unique one. Okay, this opens up very soapy to me, like soapy and powdery with a slight green minty undertone. Okay, the soapiness that I get here, it's so close to like a washing powder, like powderiness and soapiness. Okay, that's what I get, and it sticks around a long time. Okay, I believe there's orange blossom in this in the top of the notes here, and then as it settles, we do get the florals kicking in. You're gonna get a lot of tuberose and ylang ylang. If you don't like tuberose, this is not your perfume. Those two florals give this perfume like this bubble gum type of vibe. So yeah, very very tuberose forward, very much like orange blossom forward. And then on the dry down of this one, I do get like a little bit of like woods coming through. The woods to me are coming through more on like the drier side than like maybe something like creamy and sweet like sandalwood. And yeah guys, it's still on the dry down, very powdery, tuberose, very like soapy, dry woods. That's what I get. Also, another thing about this perfume, on the dry down, it reminds me of the green sunlight soap bar. I don't know why, but that's what I pick up on, especially on my skin. Like around the 1 hour mark, I get sunlight soap bar. Okay, it's a very unique one. Okay, also another thing, this, I remember the first time I smelled it, it reminded me of Oud Mood, and that's because of that soapy powdery thing. But I would say instead of Oud Mood, it is Zara's Perpetual Oud. Okay, because Zara's Perpetual Oud has that soapy thing, but Zara's Perpetual Oud also has the note of tobacco, or it comes off as tobacco to me, whereas this one doesn't have that. Okay, but yeah, it's still, I'm still on the fence with this one. As I said, these ones I'm still gonna leave them to mature, and then I'll just revisit them. Okay, Safran Noir from Milestone. Now this one, guys, when I tell you what I think this smells like to me, you guys are gonna probably think I'm crazy, or you're gonna be side-eyeing me. Okay, so I will say it is like a sweet suede type of scent. I believe the note listed is leather, but to me it's coming off more suede, and there is a raspberry note listed. It's not too strong, or it doesn't have that sweet fruitiness, but it does add a tiny bit of sweetness to this scent. It does also have like this green herbal thing, which does last a long time. This scent is really weird. Like sometimes when I smell it, to me it comes off like stale or humid. It's very very weird. Now let me tell you guys what I picture every time I smell this. Okay, this, I don't really remember what I said it smells like the first time I smelled it, but to me right now it smells like water. I know water doesn't have a smell, but this is the mental picture I get, guys. It's like I'm standing next to a stream or a river, and on the sides of this river there's a little bit of soil exposed and grass. Okay, and this stream has a little bit of a waterfall. So it's like I'm standing there, it's very hot, and that smell of water touching soil and the greenness from the grass, that's what I get. And I'm gonna say that's the vetiver. Okay, the vetiver is giving it this clean green earthy thing. Okay, it is definitely a clean scent. I definitely do picture someone wearing this like on a casual day, like jeans, a white t-shirt. I feel like this would be the perfect scent for that. I also feel like this could definitely be someone's signature scent. It's very unique. It's not loud, it's also not too weak. If you're one of those people that doesn't like loud scents, I feel like you would maybe appreciate this, but it's also not blind buy safe. Make sure that you do test it out before you buy it. Okay, it's very weird. As I said, I smell water, but then again I smell these other things, but I always go back to smelling water. Okay, but yeah, this one I'm still gonna leave it. I'll come back to it in a couple of months. Okay, Shaheen Silver from Lattafa The Pride collection. Now this, guys, is not the perfume I wanted to get. Okay, when I pointed at Nabras, the guy at the counter, he ended up putting this one in my bag instead of Nabras. Now I did not expect to fall in love with this perfume, guys. I love this perfume so much. I will be getting a big bottle of it. Okay, this one, in my opinion, I feel like it's a unisex scent leaning masculine. Okay, because a lot of guys, I feel like, will definitely enjoy this scent. If you love like woody, earthy, citrus, slightly aromatic scents, this you would definitely enjoy. Now this one, guys, it opens up with a citrus note that is green, tangy, slightly minty, but that doesn't last that long. It quickly goes into like a slightly sweet citric note. Okay, that just has a lot of earthiness, a lot of musk, a lot of like some woody notes. This, guys, it's beautiful. Okay, I love this perfume. I can't stop smelling it. Like the mental image, guys, that I get every time I smell this perfume is, imagine you're drinking a lemon twist, the cold drink, a lemon twist outside, and it had just finished raining. You know the smell of wet soil? That is what I get. A lot of earthiness. To me here, I feel like I'm smelling on vetiver because of that greenness, but mostly because of the clean earthiness that I get. I feel like there's vetiver here, but in the notes there's no vetiver. There's moss. I don't pick up moss the same way I pick up moss in like one of the perfumes I talked about. Here the moss is maybe coming off more like light, maybe more clean than like icky, tangy. Or maybe it is moss, because I did get a tangy ickiness in the opening. I don't know. All I know is that I love this perfume. It is definitely my favorite to wear when it's hot, when I just want to wear something clean and fresh and a bit sweet. Guys, it's really beautiful, and also the performance of this one is really good. Now I will say, most times when I do wear this one, I do tend to layer it. I've layered this with Zara's Soul, if I'm not mistaken. That is like an aromatic scent. It layers really good with this one. Also, another combo that I ended up enjoying, which came by surprise, is Shaheen with Ansaam Gold. Whenever I wear this, you can bet I'm wearing this Shaheen perfume also, okay? Because I really do like the combo of both of those ones. That was the last one, guys, in this collection. Guys, I have never sat down and spoken about these many perfumes in one go. I feel drained. It was definitely a lot for me, but I really did enjoy also doing it. Guys, I like perfumes and collecting perfumes, especially Middle Eastern perfumes. I really enjoy it. It's a hobby of mine, so I really do love sharing with you guys all these gems and showing you guys my perfume collection. A lot of you have asked for my perfume collection, and I will do it, but I think the best way of me doing it is just doing it in parts. So this is definitely gonna count as a part of me showing you my perfume collection. I will be creating a playlist of all the videos I've done from my perfumes, so that definitely watch that playlist if you want to see some of the perfumes in my collection. Also, as I said, from the bunch that I've spoken about, some of them I have done dedicated perfume reviews on, and I am planning on doing some dedicated perfume reviews on some of these perfumes in 2025. Guys, I am planning on doing a lot of these perfume review videos. So definitely also share which perfumes you really love, so maybe I can buy them and just check them out. Let's just keep on like sharing, guys, in the comment section. Also share your list of perfumes that you bought in 2024. Maybe there's something in your list that I'm interested in. And yeah, guys, yeah, I'm gonna end it right here. I hope that you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure that you like it. If you haven't subscribed, click the subscribe button, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.